The Windsors are massively irritated that Prince Harry's lawsuit will go to trial. That Harry's lawsuit against the Sun tabloid owned by Rupert Murdoch will go to trial. Now, my family, Prince Harry said in his memoir Spare, and I quote, "You think you are suing a friend of theirs." Because the press and the royal family are extremely close, my family. It's like when you sue a tabloid, it's like you're going after the royal family. It's like you are attacking the royal family. And that's why when Harry is suing a tabloid, you hear the royal family whining, mourning, and complaining. And you know what? All this could have been avoided if they listened to what Harry said. When Harry told Charles to his face and courtiers that you are doing a great disservice to yourselves by refusing to protect my wife. You know, the royal family has been so used to using Harry as a scapegoat. Even Harry, as much as it hurt him, he saw it as normal. This is how poorly they treat me. In fact, in Harry's memoir Spare, my family, he speaks of how he was being treated poorly, appallingly, even when he was just extremely young, or because he is the spare. My family, or because of that. My family, as I've always said, if you are going to have kids, it's important you treat them with respect and not favor one child over the other. Love your kids equally, no matter what. Instead, Prince William was always shown, ever since he was just so young, that he could do no wrong. And even when he physically attacks and assaults Harry, he does not see what he has done is wrong. When he goes after Meghan, he does not see what he has done is wrong. He feels so powerful that he can do anything. Abuse his own brother, abuse his own brother's wife. That's how William feels, powerful. And he does that time and time again by constantly working with tabloids to abuse and bully Harry and especially Meghan. And my family also, we are being told that the royal family are always maintaining a dignified silence. Well then, what is this new information? That apparently the Windsors are massively irritated that Prince Harry's lawsuit against the Sun tabloid will go to trial. If the royal family are maintaining a dignified silence, well then, where does this come from? Where does this story about how the royal family is feeling, where does it come from? Clearly, the royal family are leaking to the UK tabloid press. We know for a fact Harry and Meghan don't speak with tabloids, they sue them. The royal family wines and dines with royal experts, editors of different tabloids. Harry and Meghan do not. And they are doing the right thing. Never ever work with bullies, abusers, like those who work, at UK tabloids, my family, for Murdochs and the Rothmers. And my family, I want to read you what Kaiser said about the royal family being irritated that Harry's lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch's Sun tabloid is going to trial. My family, Kaiser said this: the tabloids, they can't decide how to talk about Prince Harry's lawsuit against the Sun tabloid. This week, the judge ruled that Harry's case can go to trial. But the judge also boxed in Harry's case by throwing out the part about the palace's secret agreement with news group newspapers and the phone hacking part of the case too. Still, Prince Harry gets to put the son on trial, and anything can happen. He can say anything in that courtroom, and that is what Prince Harry wants. He wants what he's saying to be on the official court records. That is what Harry wants. And clearly, that has gotten the royal family afraid of what Harry is going to say. Extremely afraid, my family, because Harry's words will be listened to from different corners of the world. Because when historians are looking back at history, they'll write exactly what Harry said in court, in court documents, in his witness statement. They'll use that to write history because that is part of the official court record. Harry has spoken under oath. And clearly, that has got the royal family afraid because they know the power and influence Harry and Meghan have. And clearly, it has gotten them scared and afraid. And my family, I want to remind them, throughout this video, all this could have been avoided if only they did the right thing. Protect Harry's biracial family. That's all they had to do. But they could not control nor hide the racism towards Meghan. And they also wanted and still want to destroy the spare, to embiggen the lazy Prince William. My family, people can see exactly what's happening, and people don't like seeing how poorly Harry and Meghan are being treated by the farm. Now, my family, here is what has also been said by Kaiser. Harry gets to put the son on trial, and anything can happen, which is bad news for the Windsors because they still have all kinds of secret deals and arrangements with NGN, owned by Rupert Murdoch, and the rest of the tabloids. And it is being reported that the Windsors are massively irritated by all of it. I mean, here is what is being said. King Charles and Prince William and their spouses will be massively irritated by the implications of a court judgment Thursday that Prince Harry will return to the High Court. My family, witness box, potentially spilling more embarrassing details about the royal family. A friend of the family has said. However, the friend added that the royals would do their best to avoid being distracted by Harry's legal battles as they launch into a busy 2 years of global travel to try and show up the royal brand overseas. Now, my family, for the next 2 months, for example, for the next 2 months, based on what is online, based on the court, circular really, or the engagements done by members of the royal family, including Kate Middleton, for example, it has been reported that Kate has no engagements for the next 2 months. 2 months, my family. They are always on vacations. However, when you do see Prince Harry, let's say, launching a project, or Meghan launching her project, that is when you see the tabloids asking Kate Middleton, Prince William, hey, come out and perform. And then they'll write articles attacking Harry and Meghan to do PR for Kate Middleton and Prince William. That's what normally happens time and time again. It's like My family, right now we know their modus operandi. And it's sickening. In my family, we are sickened hearing tabloids, GB propaganda, Talk TV, all these Murdoch-owned channels or Rothmere-owned tabloids whining, complaining, moaning about Prince Harry and Meghan on a daily basis. We are tired. The world is tired to see royal experts moaning, whinging, complaining time and time again about Prince Harry and Meghan. We are tired. And it's high time they focus on the taxpayer-funded royals they have in the UK and leave Harry and Meghan alone. Prince Harry is taking tabloids to court for the pain they have caused him. Meghan, caused him and Meghan and also Doria and his late mom. And my family, we learned so much in court about how poorly Diana was treated by the royal family, of how the tabloids made Diana cry, how they made her shed tears, and that it was reported that cruelty was the point of it all, was the point of the attacks, the abuse of Diana. Cruelty was the point. We learned that in court. So my family, I'm looking forward to learning more, even what comes out of this court case that Harry has against the Sun tabloid owned by Rupert Murdoch. Clearly, that's what the royal family are afraid of what will come out, and that Harry will be able to say anything while he sits in the witness box, being cross-examined. That is what clearly the royal family are so totally afraid of. But guess what? Once again, all they had to do was protect Harry, Meghan, and Archie. That's all they had to do when Harry and Meghan were in the UK. That's all they had to do. And even when they left, from the UK, the royal family, Prince William, should have stopped leaking negative stories about Harry and Meghan to the press. That's what William was supposed to do. But that is not what William did. William continued leaking negative stories about Harry and Meghan to the press. And to this day, he continues to leak negative stories. And guess what? Prince Harry wants justice, and is going to get justice in open court. My family, in open court. Harry doesn't go blabbing to tabloids about anything. William and Charles do. And my family, their actions are cowardly. If they have anything to say, let them go to court and say what they want to say. Otherwise, they should keep quiet. My family. Instead, they show us exactly what they keep on doing. Leaking negative stories. Leaking, whining, and complaining. So much for a dignified silence when a so-called friend of the family goes speaking to a tabloid to whine and complain about Harry. Harry's court case against the Sun tabloid owned by Rupert Murdoch, my family. So much for dignified silence. The royal family, is not dignified even one bit. My family, here is what has also been said kindly. So, by the family friend, so-called family friend, my family, that everyone in the family completely accepts that Harry is a private citizen and can do what he likes without reference to the family. That does not mean they have to like it. That is what their friend said. Of course, they are massively irritated by the prospect of more blockbuster Harry trials, but they have been expecting it. There is also the defamation case against the Mail. Don't forget, their goal is just to keep plugging away and not get distracted by any of it. Well, if you are saying that you are not getting distracted, well, perhaps then going to whine and complain to a friend about it, who then goes to a tabloid, is not the best way to show that you are not getting distracted. In fact, you are telling us you are distracted. You're upset. you are irritated, as you say, because you can't stand to hear the truth being revealed in open court, under oath. My family. And we all know how the royal family manipulate the press. And the press in turn lies to the public. The UK tabloid press. My family, we know what happens time and time again. And right now, Harry wants reforms in the UK tabloid media. And my family, it's very, very hard to get it. Very, very hard. Very, very hard. You know, the public are the only ones who can make this the kind of demands. The public, majority of the public, it's they who can call for reforms. And that's why the tabloids have been trying so hard to turn the public against Harry. So that they don't believe in Prince Harry. So that they don't demand reforms, to the media landscape in the UK. Whereby criminals are protected. Criminals like sad little man Dan Wootton, who has allegedly committed criminal acts as revealed by Byline Times, my family. As revealed by Byline Times. It's high time that justice is served, and I hope that Harry wins his case. That is my hope, my family. But regardless what Harry has done, my family, he has done more for the public in the UK than anyone has ever done for the public in the UK. Don't ever forget that. Let no one ever, ever forget that. What Harry has done by exposing how the press behave, their illegal and unethical conduct, Harry has done more for the public than anyone else in government or in the royal family. And that is a fact. Now, my family, here is what is also being said. One other source said this, that Harry or Meghan making court appearances and publishing further books or making films was now widely considered inevitable, and that the policy of not commenting or reacting had been judged a success by the family, and there would be no change to the overall strategy. My family, well, they're complaining right now. They've always been complaining. They have always been leaking about Harry and Meghan to the media. Always. My family. And I feel like that's what we need to keep showing time and time again, of how the royal family are leaking against Harry and Meghan, exposing them as being the ones who attack and abuse Harry and Meghan constantly. Expose them, and that's what we are going to continue doing, exposing the actions of the royal family and their unethical conduct and the abuse of Harry and especially of Meghan. My family, and also I do hope that we have one other film about the Harry and Meghan docu-series, because as Tyler Perry said in his own words, there is so much more that Meghan could have said. So much more, because my family, clearly Tyler Perry must know the details of exactly what Harry and Meghan were put through is far much more than what they have told us. Tyler Perry said that Harry and Meghan were abused. They were both abused. At that time, we were like, Tyler, it's Meghan who was abused mostly. And then we found out that William physically assaulted Prince Harry, showing that indeed also Harry was being abused also. My family, when you read Harry's memoir spare, you also learn of how Harry has been abused, for a very long time in his life. So my family, it's high time that right now Harry gets justice for all the pain that has been caused to him by the royal family and the UK tabloid press. And there is much more that Harry and Meghan have not said. Even, in fact, Prince Harry did an interview promoting his memoir spare, whereby he said that when they were first writing, the book, it basically had like 800 pages. The book had to be cut down to 400 pages. So, my family, there is more information that Harry has not told us. There's more information that Meghan has not told us. And that is very much clear. And that's why the royal family, even their friends and their sources, are also saying that, perhaps Harry and Meghan will have something more to say, because they know what they did to them was wrong. They abused them so badly, my family. But the royal family, they feel like it's okay. They call abuse a rite of passage. Sometimes if you wonder if the royal family, why don't they feel guilty of what they put Meghan through? Remember Harry's words about how the royal family feel when they see, newcomers being abused. They see it as a rite of passage. That's how they see it. And my family, and that's why I say that because of that, never ever wonder why the royal family does not feel guilty about what they did to Meghan. Because of racism, because of how of them viewing abuse as some sort of sick rite of passage that newcomers go through. But Meghan, what she went through was far more than just abuse. It was also racism, misogyny. The hounding was so bad. Even Harry, in the Oprah interview with Harry and Meghan, said that I have never seen that level of abuse. Never. And I'm so thankful to Meghan that at a time that was so cruel to her, she managed to safely give birth to Archie. But sadly, later on, Meghan suffered a miscarriage. She lost one child, my family. Because of who? Daily Mail. Daily Mail tabloid. And also, don't forget, that Prince William authorized his own employee to issue a statement against Meghan in court. So my family, I also blame Meghan's miscarriage on Prince William's actions. My family, on what William did. Because clearly, it showed William himself was working with Daily Mail against Meghan. My family, they were causing Meghan stress. So much stress that Meghan suffered a miscarriage. And that's why I also blame Prince William for what happened to Meghan. Clearly, because of what he ordered Jesus not to do, my family, he showed he has always been working with Daily Mail, a tabloid that Harry blames for the loss of his unborn child. And my family, Prince Harry and Meghan will never forget what Daily Mail and other tabloids put them through. And that's why when I see this rhetoric, oh, Harry's gonna come back, blah, blah, blah. I keep wondering, do these people even listen to themselves? Haven't you watched the Harry and Meghan docu-series? Haven't you listened to Harry's very own words about what he, Meghan, have been put through? Have you not listened? Have you not heard Harry himself blaming Daily Mail for the loss of his unborn child? That you think that he's going to come back to the royal family? To come back to working with Daily Mail, a UK tabloid. A tabloid he blames for him losing his unborn child. Because going back to the royal family, it means you'll have to work with tabloids. That's what it means. It means you'll have to do interviews with people who have said vulgar things about Meghan and Harry himself. That is what it means. And that's why sometimes you have to wonder, really, what comes in the minds of people who abuse Harry and Meghan when they think that somehow Harry is going to come back, is going to rejoin the royal fold, is going to go back to the gilded cage and beg Charles William for money. It's never going to happen. It is never ever going to happen. And it's high time that people get that people understand that. It is high time. And Archie and Lilibet, them growing up far away from the toxic institution, the royal family, my family, is the best thing for Archie and Lilibet. Otherwise, they would have been scapegoats for Prince William's children. And you and I know that deep inside. Deep inside, you and I know that. A carnival of so-called expert himself said that when Archie becomes 18 years of age, the tablets are going to have fun. And you do know what fun means to tablets, my family. Abuse, insults, racism, attacks, hounding, harassment. And there is no way the farm will protect the biracial child of Harry and Meghan. No way. I mean, we all saw that Meghan was bullied throughout her pregnancy, and not a single member of the royal family condemned the attacks. No one ever said, hey, look, Meghan is pregnant. Just back off for now. Just back off, even at least until she gives birth. Just back off. No one ever said that. So my family, that's why when I see this carnival of so-called experts being like, Harry is coming back. Haven't you watched the Harry and Meghan docu series? Haven't you listened to Harry's own words? You know, they have this habit of listening to what Harry says and then be like, no. That does not come from Harry. It comes from Meghan. You know, even this so-called carnival or so-called expert called Mark Dolan said that, you know, if Harry comes back, you know, can you blame it on Meghan? Everything is done and said. That is their thinking, my family. That's their thinking. That's how they think. That's how they view things, my family. You know? And my family, as I've always said, they don't want Harry back because they miss Prince Harry. They want him back because they miss abusing him, because they want to destroy the spear to embiggen Prince William the heir. That's what they want to finish doing. Like what they did to Margaret, Andrew. That's what they want. And my family, they are never ever going to get, you know, what they want, to destroy Prince Harry and Meghan. Never. Never, ever, my family. And my family, once again, the royal family, is sending sources to whine and complain about Harry and Meghan while saying they're maintaining a dignified silence. Utter hypocrisy. My family. You know? Now my family, and a so-called friend of the king, said this also, that the king will not give a second thought to Harry's litigation timetable when making his plans to travel overseas for the next 2 years. The trouble is, of course, that the rest of the world, not to mention the global news cycle, might not be quite, you know, so blaze, quiet. People will be talking and people will talk, my family. You know, and I myself look forward to hearing more from what Harry will say in court, in open court, under oath, about what he has been put through by the UK media, my family. Harry told us what they want in my family, you know. They want to see a public breakdown. The level of hounding my family is like they want to destroy you completely, that you even take your own life, like what happened to Caroline Flack, my family. That's what they want. Or someone to cause you harm because of what they've read, seen or heard. That's what they want, my family. And my family, may all those evil plots of the UK media never ever succeed, my family. May God bless Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libedana, and Doria, Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Hate never wins, love wins, my family. You know? And my family, Charles can go on as many trips as he wants. He can say he's busy. Actually, he has said that when Harry went to the UK. He can say he's busy to see his own son. But guess what, Charles? The global world, who don't read tabloids, know that you are a failed father. You're a failure as a father. A failure as a human being. A failure as a husband to the late Diana. And that's what you, Charles, will always be remembered for. A failed husband, a failed father, a failed king, a failed human being. That's what you'd always be remembered for. And my family, Harry, people love him because of what he has done to keep his family safe, protect his wife and kids, because that's what men should do, protect their loved ones. And we applaud and support Harry for what he has done. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Petana, and Dorian Ragland, and all of you members of the squad at home, my family. Once again, the royal family is whinging, complaining, and mourning about Prince Harry and Meghan again, as always. And there has never been dignified silence. They're always leaking to tabloids about Harry and Meghan. And Harry and Meghan always have a right to respond to all these lies peddled about them. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed kindly. I'd like to please kindly hear your opinion, my family. God bless you all and stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.